Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I am kind of excited to be checking out the 11th most popular project on all of Kickstarter games, and that is Rolling Heights, a beautiful meeple rolling city builder by John D. Clare. Make your mark on the ... So, part of the reason why I'm saying I'm just kind of excited is because I think AEG and Queen Games have just been like, all right, we do Kickstarter, but we don't really put that much. Like, yeah, we're not trying to get you that excited about things. And this, it starts right from the front. Funded in 18 minutes. But yet I don't know the player count. I don't know the time length. I don't know the age on this. And also, one thing that I do want to spotlight here is I love the fact that they're trying to, like, put respect on his name. But I don't feel like he's quite to the point where you could do that without reminding people a little bit of what else he has done. Because one thing I'll also say here, and I feel like there's more important information that could be conveyed on this main image, mentioning his name twice, because it's here and it's there, which is great. You're giving him a it's 3 times, because it's right there as well. Like, but there's more important information that I need to know than just the game designer. And one thing I do also want to spotlight here is this launched on Tuesday, so did this. I think there's 3 other games that launched on Tuesday, then 1 game that launched on Thursday that are more popular than this one. So this one is seemingly going down in the popularity, which is not the way you want to go. And it starts, I think, with just this main image, which doesn't get me super excited about it. I don't know the components. I don't know the gameplay. It's meeple rolling. What does that mean? I assume it's going to roll the meeples, but what does that actually mean? So, main image, bleh. Make your mark of the city of Rolling Heights. As always, when you go in the video, though, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go!
Oh, majestic.
This is so much better than anything on that main image, in my opinion. This looks cool. It's a city made out of cubes. It gives me a Rampage-esque vibe. It's giving me Manhattan vibes. Those are games that I like. I didn't see any of this from the main image. And I remember I actually got to see this at Gen Con. And I remember the board looked really, really cool set up. So focusing specifically on the artwork instead of any of the components and board in the main image, I also like, wow, couldn't you interweave those some way? Because that looks cool.
Beautiful.
That's all I mean.
A triumph of human endeavor.
That's a fantastic shot right there that gets me excited about this game, but how many people aren't making that click? You know, because the main image is like, ho-hum. And there's 4 other projects. Once again, there are 4 other projects that are the same age or newer than you, above you, and then there's some other ones down below that I think are more interesting, like Iron Forest, you know, where you're freaking flicking things up. So it's going to be a hard sell. I think you got to advertise more on that main marquee better.
Endeavor.
Woo! Now that's a nice scrolling back shot. I see lots of components. I'm seeing good value here. This looks cool.
Rolling Heights. But it wasn't always this way.
Oh, that's Endgame.
Opportunity. That's what I see here. A perfect
Wow.
bit of land for me to create my masterpiece. The greatest city in the world.
That was freaking fantastic. They have shown me what the end game is going to look like, and now they're showing me what it looks like at the beginning. They showed me the setup of the game. Here are the player areas. Here are the components. This is really good. I like that shot a lot. Can we make that the industry standard? Like, that was pretty.
Will be built here.
I will employ the best craftspeople,
You
masters
roll?
of steel, concrete, and glass. I'll push them hard, but they will have pride knowing that they are children's children.
So one thing I always recommend, if there's any chance that someone isn't going to be able to understand or hear what someone is saying, and I actually just mentioned in the video earlier, this is something I mention all the time, subtitles. Subtitles are always good. Now, I understand what she's saying, but I still think if there's any chance that someone couldn't, subtitles are solid.
We'll speak of how their grandparents built this city.
That is such a cool shot right there. That is such a cool shot. Like, I want to play this game now. It's AEG. It's John D. Clare. I pretty much already knew that. Like, from the get-go. I knew this game probably wasn't going to suck. But the main image just is so uninspiring.
Bring to life spectacular works of all types from the world's greatest architects. For a city is more than skyscrapers. It's comfortable homes to live in and parks to rest and invigorate
Different
the
ways
soul.
to score.
An industry for good jobs.
I will promote this city and the world will recognize what I have accomplished. This great city will be a testament to my vision.
So I feel like this is being conveyed a little too fast. I didn't get really a chance to get it, but I'm still excited about playing the game. Like, it looks like there's some good meat here, some good heft, some good variety, different games.
My vision.
Rolling Heights is the must-have city builder by design.
I wonder how stable the cubes are if the table even moves slightly. Yeah, that's a question. Makes me wonder what the size of these cubes are, because I think they're small, but I'm not sure.
Designer John D. Clare, featuring the fantastic art of Quanche Moria.
So maybe that's why they put so much of an emphasis on the artwork at the front. Still, you got fantastic looking components. Like, don't just focus on the artwork.
You ready to make your mark on the skyline of Rolling Heights?
Okay. I mean, it looks like a fun game. I will say, the video, I think it sold me on the game. I'd like to know the player count, the time length, the age still. I'm annoyed I don't know any of those. Hopefully we tell me that right now. It looks like the cubes are interlocked. It does. That's cool. AEG, can they do it? Yes. Like, duh. Zero back. They never backed anything. We don't need to bag anything. We just come here to get the money. Yeah, and why I say that is, like, this one was so underwhelming to me. Like, every time I check out one of their Kickstarters, I'm just like, meh. And it's just, I don't feel like they gave a great reason to back. But, so let's check, see how many projects they have outstanding, because that's always something I like to check on. Edge of this, the big game night. I know this one was out. That was more like a pre-order type thing. So, updates. February update, as per last update, how much is happening on the production side due to Lunar Year, however, so a few things to share, January update. So this one is not out yet, but they are doing monthly updates. All right, Meeples and Monsters. I do believe this one is out. No love for Thunderstone. I've never actually played Thunderstone. That is on my list of games to play. Just shipped news this morning. The shipping has started in the UK today, February 9th, so they're keeping things up to date. Other regions aren't too far behind. Okay, so it looks like two things outstanding. Not bad. And once again, this is a large company. I use the word large company because all the companies in our hobby are smaller than, like, a lot of other companies. Like, a lot of people think that the board game hobby is way bigger than it actually is. It is not. But this is still one of the larger companies that we have in our hobby. But it's very relative. Shipping update. All products have arrived at fulfillment locations February 8th. All regions are now shipping, or you're about to start shipping. So 3 projects, but it looks like they're towards the tail end of the shipping. How far do I have to keep going? When are we going to get one that's already out? Come on. Ugh, fun in 15 minutes. So, card crafting meets 4X swashbuckling. Yeah, this is how we do a main image. Useful information about gameplay. Okay. English language shipping update. So this one's also not out. Looks like. Interesting. All products will be at our fulfillment center around the 23rd of the month. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 projects that are not out. This one was funded, but then they canceled it. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. Well, I didn't know that game was a thing. All right, so Edge of Darkness, I'm pretty sure this one is out. I keep saying this, and we're like, why do you keep going? It's because people want to know this. I have people that are saying, thank you for checking out and seeing how many games they have outstanding, because some people just don't like to support that. Emissaries of the Veil is on deck. As a previous back of the campaign, I wanted to let you know that Emissaries of the Veil, the latest expansion of Edge of Darkness, is coming to Kickstarter next Tuesday. So this is shipped then. This has to be shipped then. Has completed shipping, yeah. Okay, so they have, looks like 4 games that are in the final legs of shipping, if that moves the needle for you. But for me personally, can you do it? It's AEG. I feel comfortable. I can't think of an AEG game that was, like, terrible in my mind. And I played a lot of them. So, 1 to 4 players. So, here we go. I'm immediately annoyed. 60 minutes, ages 14 plus, but funded in 18 minutes. That's more important. That's more important information for AEG to convey to you. Not the fact that, oh, this is a solo game. It says 60 minutes. Like, this is important stuff here. Complete with other general contractors as you're building Rolling Heights, fantastic cities and parks stuff. Cool, rolling the dice, that looks neat. Rolling Heights core mechanics are fun, thematic, and an interesting puzzle that keep the game rolling along onto new heights. So they let me know it's a puzzle-y style game. 9 out of 10, cool. Doesn't tell me anything about the game except for the fact that they liked it. Which, why? Why did you like it? I feel like, and once again, I don't put that on Shira, I put that on them for putting the quote there. Add a little extra. The blank was awesome. The blank was whatever. A fun city builder, kind of reminds me of an OG computer game turned into a push your luck dice chucker. Now this right here is that's a quote. Fun city builder, kind of reminds me of an OG computer game turning into a push-your-luck dice checker. I don't know what that actually means, but I'm sure some people do, but instead of rolling dice, they're meeples. Cool. AG looks to have another hit on their hands with this satisfying blend of city building and push-your-luck meeple rolling. The push-your-luck, yes. And once again, I don't feel like press your luck was ever in my mind this whole, 10 minutes into this campaign. And if I see press your luck, I'm immediately more intrigued in a game. You know, so it's just, that's why we mentioned we mentioned the mechanics. And you did that for Dead Reckoning. Why not for this one? Why doesn't this one deserve it? Breaking news. The reviews are in. Gameplay review. Cool.
The deck, so it's not.
It's a review, not a preview. Even better. Run through, so that is a gameplay.
With one wild token.
Cool. Review, preview. Don't even know what that means. From a designer you love. Here we go. This should not be buried 11 minutes in, and this is what I'm talking about. When you put, I don't think John DeClaire is quite to the point for most of the board game hobby, and I don't think most designers are, to be honest with you. Because we forget that the majority of the hobby are super not deep into the hobby. They're not watching YouTube videos, they're not getting on Board Game Geek. That is the overwhelming majority of the hobby. So you say John DeClaire, that doesn't mean anything to the majority of people on that are board games. But when you put these little pictures here, I'm like, oh, Cupidos, I've heard great things. Oh, Space Base, top 10 games of all time. Oh, Dead Reckoning, that one looked awesome. You know, and it adds a little extra oomph instead of just focusing on the artwork so much. One of the hottest artists working today. Cool. Yeah, I think the artwork on all those games. I played all those games. They all look great. And a publisher you trust. Yes, War Chest. So freaking underrated. Tiny Towns. Love that game. Mystic Vale. Never played it. There's something addicting about the game rolling your meeples and watching the city grow. Meh. Choose the best plot of land for your next project. Now we're talking. I just want the price. Click here to get the rules. Click here to get the solo rules. I don't know why that one's just not. So that's its own separate sheet. Okay. Cool. Okay. I like the fact that that's there. Big component. Good looking setup. Oh, look at that. That's what I love to see. Lots of pictures, illustrations, examples. It's AEG. I'm not really that concerned about it. Rolling Heights takes familiar elements like push your luck and resource management and presents them in a unique and charming way. Also provides a great view. Yeah, whatever. I just want the price at this point. Why are we beating around so hard on the price? I don't think that Rolling Meeple would work, but it absolutely does. It's loads of fun and so exciting. Plus, there's a really smart tile laying element to the game that is sensational. I don't care about quotes anymore. Rolling Meeple breaking. The reviews are in. I thought they already were. This is no longer breaking news. I'm pretty sure you already broke the news, and now the news that I would like is what is the price of your game? And if I'm in mobile, I don't want to have to make an extra click on the support over here. Okay. Cool. $59! That's MSRP! Why did we wait so long to tell me this? Why is this not on the main image? Steal it. Just rip that off and then just slap it on there. $59. Right? Cool. AEG, do you need your name here? Could you put it right here? Somewhere else? Just $59, $79 MSRP, 1 to 4 players. So, stretch goals. Are the stretch goals? Have we unlocked stretch goals? Maybe there's that in here? This is just main image. They're focused so hard on the name and the art. And I don't feel like that was the play there, especially when you have such an intriguing looking game. 6 double-sided neighborhoods. Double-sided. That's fantastic. 2 market strips, 1 player marker, 1 building plant tiles, 30 wild tokens, 13 target. Imagine if we just went straight from the video to this. I feel like this would be great. Maybe you slap 1 or 2 quotes on there, something like that. 4 rolling boxes. That's cool. Clear meeples, stuff. And I love the fact that they're zooming in on the components. I just completely trashed on my last Kickstarter because they didn't zoom in on the components. They were zoom in. This is good. They're even zooming in on the cubes, so you can see the okay. And I like the fact they're doing it. And so I'm getting the value here. I'm done. It's $59. Seems like a good value for this game. It's got a solo game. It looks 60 minutes. It's from a company I trust. It's from a designer I like. Just, there we go. I'm in. I'm out. I should be done. Oh, but there's more. There's more. Be the first to reserve your plot in Rolling Heights and get these special bonuses. Now, I will say one thing that I know is the elephant in the room. And it's why I mentioned Queen Games along with AEG at the beginning. A lot of times with AEG products, you get that impression why don't I just wait until retail? And so that's what I'm looking for here. That's one of the things. Because, yeah, the polish, the price, everything's here. Pedigree's here. Hopefully the shipping area is good. Kickstarter bonuses. Be the first to reserve your plot in Rolling Heights and get these special bonuses. So here it is. Bonus mini game. Ooh. What's a bonus minigame? Bonus building tile. So you're getting extra stuff. Okay. Bonus minigames. Big cities have a way of attracting big problems. The newly built city of Rolling Heights is being attacked by a giant creature. Will the defenders of Rolling Heights capture the beast before it destroys the city? Is this a module? Find out with a 3 to 5 minute bonus minigame included with all Kickstarter pledges. One backer takes the role of the beast trying to destroy the city by knocking over the buildings. The other players are the defenders of the city and try to capture the beast before it's lost. Interesting. I don't feel like that's moving the needle for a lot of people. Like the fact that it's its own separate thing. Now this I think is. So let me know what you think about that. That's a really interesting add-on. It's essentially like, oh, here's another mini game. Like a mini game included in your game. Shipping. We will charge shipping after the Kickstarter concedes based on the actual cost incurred to ship from the closest distribution center to the delivery address. You'll pay for ship. So this is not going to be available after the fact? What does this mean? Kickstarter bonuses. Be the first to reserve your plot in Rolling Heights and get these special bonuses. So this feels like a $10 little mini expansion, to be honest with you. This feels like the kind of thing that friendly local game stores are going to use to say, hey, if you pre-order this game, we'll slap this on there with it, instead of just charging the $10. That's what this kind of feels like to me, and it's an interesting feel. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? All right, so Master Builder Reward. So $13, $17, $13. This is a nice, clean, clear shipping section. The following rates of shipping, only VAT, hand handling, only. VAT, GST, and sales tax will be calculated addressed to the pledge manager. You will see the final total of that, so you're going to get jacked by the VAT. Estimated additional shipping for add-ons. I had no idea there were add-ons. You had not mentioned that there were add-ons, so that's okay. Surprise. Surprise! It would be cheaper to order. So this is just if you want more copies of the game. To order 2 or more copies of the reward, as other than a multiple, but we cannot determine how much cheaper. We do offer discounts for group orders or buy clubs. Our pledge manager will allow you to add multiple copies. Cool. Restricted delivery. Due to the increasing frequency of Kickstarter rewards failing to clear customs or being lost or stolen during delivery, AG now ships only to the following countries. Okay. Cool. So there's no stretch goals. There's no add-ons. There's no excitement. There's no buzz. There's no reason to come back to this project. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I think that's an important aspect of a Kickstarter is the question, why am I coming back to your Kickstarter? Because if I don't come back to your Kickstarter, if I just say, oh, I'm buying this and I'm done and then I'm excited, I'm going to wait for the game, that's going to knock you down on the popularity chart and make it less likely that people are going to stumble onto the game, which seems like a shame because it looks like a really cool game. Once again, as I always like to say, this is not a review of the game in any way, shape, or form. This is a review of the presentation of the game. And so I'm paying, what's the final cost? $59 plus the shipping was $14. So I'm paying $72 now for this game, which I think is, what's the size of this box? This looks like, yeah, a Ticket to Ride size box. And it's like, You know, I don't feel like it's a bad price, but I don't feel like it's a great price. And with AEG, I don't feel like there's any real need that, oh, I need to back this now. I'm going to miss out. Well, same thing with Queen Games. And here's the other thing. Not all companies feel that way. You know, there's some Kickstarters from companies that use Kickstarter all the time and have lots of retail presence that doesn't feel so heartless. And this one does. And maybe that's just me. But I get those vibes so hard from AEG and Queen Games. And it's not from every other company. Let me know if I'm totally... so it's very clean and clear. There's nothing. Just $59. You don't even give us $1. We don't want your support. Get it first. Save $20. Get free bonus stuff. Shipping charged after the campaign. And so they got a 1,700 print run. It feels very much like a pre-order here. Okay. Clean, clear, FAQ, please organize. No, it's not. It's terrible. So if my question is question number 17, that means I have to read to the first 16. Organize these like Yucatan does, like Reload from Colossal Games. I'm going to move the industry standard. I'm moving the damn needle on this because this is just not fun. All right, but these are valuable questions that I need to know. What stretch goals do you have planned? None. Okay. Yeah, I got that because you didn't have any. When will I get the game? February. Is shipping included? No. What the hell kind of questions are these? These are stupid questions. You should presume that I read you. Can you play the game solo or co-op? Yes. Solo elements, components included. There is no co-op mode for Rolling Heights. So don't say yes. Yes for solo, no for co-op. Okay. Can the game be played more than 4 players? No, it's 4 players. Why? These are such weird questions. I'm done with your questions. Updates. 1 comment, 3 comments, 5 comments, 0 comments. This is dead. There is no engagement here. This is what I'm talking about. 0 comments, 5 comments. There is a grand total of 9 comments on 4 updates with 1,844 people here. You're not getting people engaged in any way, shape, or form. And this is why. This is why I don't even get excited anymore for AEG projects, because I know I'm not going to see anything crazy or unique or different. Maybe gameplay-wise I do. You know, the idea of a mini-game as, like, that's the reason why I need to back now. It's just, I hope you're having a great weekend. Just a quick update to show you bonus tile number 2, the House of Reckoning, named after John T. Dead Reckoning. The House of Reckoning is a haunted... So this is the... so you're going to do your... So pretty much what you're doing is you're focusing on one of the tiles that is an added bonus if you back the Kickstarter now. And it's not moving the needle. Heart. We got 1 person, hearts. You didn't even respond to their heart. You couldn't say, yeah, that's how we feel. Like something. Ask a question here too. Get some sort of engagement. Solo rules posted and the Board Game Geek co-review. So, ugh! And here's another thing. So this thing launched, when did it launch? It launched on Tuesday, and they didn't have the solo rules till Thursday. And it's like, why? Why don't you have those ready? That's crucial. You know, a solo mode, especially because I looked at your solo rules, and I was like, that looks decent. But before, I was like, that looks non-existent. I could play, so now we're getting more into the weeds about the solo rules. Cool. Great. Pretty sure most of my plays will be solo. I've got one buddy that I think will really enjoy this game as well, so happy to have a built-in solo mode for this. So right there, Shade W is telling you, hey, you should put 1 to 4 freaking players on your main image. If this is a solo game, market it as such. And then respond to people as well. Because Kickstarter doesn't care who's posting in the updates and comments. You should be responding to every single one of these comments. But AEG, I mean, you gotta do it your way. Shira, Jesse, and Alex are great. Honestly, this just... Go look at Flamecraft. Go look at Flamecraft. You want to see some good stuff. I blindly backed this due to my love of the Push Your Luck games, which once again, yes, Push Your Luck games. The only reason he found out was because he scrolled past your main image and went into the page. Because we don't need to mention that it's a Push Your Luck game. We need to mention that you're rolling Meeples. Like, that's interesting. That's a unique idea, but press your luck. Add those words. Tower pieces look like they would fall over really easily when stacked 4 or more higher. So Ray also sharing the same concern that Endgame had in the comments. Tower pieces like that would fall over easily. People do accidentally knock the table or have large hands. I feel like trying to go near tall towers to place on a short one would not... Oh, yeah. I didn't think about, like, trying to get in there with the big sausagey fingers. Interesting. Board Game Co. and Terror Games are at least 2 channels that have mentioned this problem when previewing copies. Ooh, I asked the same thing, and this was a reply from John. I addressed buildings fallings over towards the mid-end of my design article here. The short answer is, there is no perfect solution. We did do quite a bit of thinking about the best way to do it. As I say in the article, most important, so that is, okay. So it is what it is. I like the fact that they're answering, at least. John will answer with this. The design goal for the blocks was for players to be able to stack the pieces quickly and be able to take them apart quickly. If they were like Lego, you would dramatically increase player turns as you have to pick up every tower, adhere each piece one at a time, and place back the tower. This all makes sense. So yes, if a tower were to knock over, it would fall apart, but it was designed that way. I would agree with you, and so there's no good solution. Well, I guess we're the only 2 concerned out of 1,800 backers, so whatevs. In all honesty, this is my only real concern about this game. Ask what is the insert is like. I would play the game more often. It was a simple setup and teardown process. Thanks. Well, Kevin, we're not going to tell you. Because I'm pretty sure they had collaborators here, right? Like, if you have numerous collaborators, yeah, like, I always recommend this. If you can have people on the project who have different sleep schedules, that is just money. And you don't have to be here 24 hours a day. Just check in every few hours. Pop in. Keep the window open on your browser. Just reload. That's really to be like it is a bit, every few hours or something. This looks to be really interesting. Is a bit convoluted. Really like the Meeple ruling. However, I'd really recommend some sort of player reference cards. Ew. There's no player reference cards. AEG. Come on. More like OMG. Especially when it comes to the later Meeple skills. All of us, like, yeah, come on. Plus, and they're like, hey, you know what, Alex? We're not answering that. But we will come back and answer this. So they just intentionally ignored this. Golly. There was a comment below about this campaign not being Canada customs friendly. Can you please elaborate on that? Are you just referring to sales tax, or is that something separate? If separate, will this charge be, you'll be paying the shipping and handling and estimated plus sales tax? Thank you for the clarification. Please also fix the tiny text on the font. Well, Relay, we don't respond to negative comments, so no. Is AG planning to fix the, oh yeah, no, we're not coming in here. This is some ugly customer service, and I don't want to keep going, but I do. What's your favorite tall skyscraper? Oh, I'm so glad I kept scrolling. High five! High five? Okay. That's a bad look. No update day number 4. They're probably getting a little bit disheartened, put that much work in and getting no response. Cringe. Yes, cringe indeed. Cringe indeed. Now I want to go through the Queen comment section. I just actually skipped their last 2 campaigns because I was like, I know I'm not going to be excited. Okay. So, Rolling Heights, final grade. Can you do it? Yes, 100%. No doubt in my mind. Do I want it? Yeah, it looks like a really cool game by a designer I like an awful lot. How much is it? It's not an unreasonable price. It's MSRP. Once you get the shipping, it's more. But that just tells me that this is a poor grade, because all those things are yes, but I'm not that excited about backing this campaign. I feel no need to back this campaign right now. This feels totally like the thing that I can get at retail. And the fact that they don't even have a retail store pledge level, yet I still get that vibe, is just, that's not good. Like, that's a skill that could even be a thing, that I get the retail, I get a retail vibe that you might as well just wait to retail, despite the fact you're not even offering this to retail stores, which once again, like, what's up with that? Why don't they get it? Why can't get their fingers in the pie? The main image, wasn't a fan. The price, after you get shipping for a ticket to ride size box, I'm looking at like $70-something, which, you know, it's just, let's be honest, 6 months after this release, is it going to be cheaper to get both this and the expansion on Cool Mini or not? Not Cool Mini or not. At Cool Stuff Inc. or Fun Again or something like that. And that's just, yeah, that's what they're up against. So this feels just like kind of a cold, heartless pre-order. And I don't think the organization was particularly well. Like, I feel like this is just, and I pounded on this right from the title of this. I feel like this is such a waste of space. Especially now that I've found you have really unique components. You have 1 to 4 players. You have a solo mode. You have Kickstarter, well, they're not even Kickstarter exclusives. You got a mini game. Like, I feel like that's the kind of thing that you marketed here. You know, oh, bonus included mini game. Because at least I might be excited for, like, that's different. That's unique. I don't know. In the end, I'm going to give this one a C-, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to grade because it did everything. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Yes, the shipping was clear and concise for the most part, but it's just, it doesn't have the it. There's no reason to come back to it, which you know matters for popularity wise. So Rolling Heights, I'm going to give this one a C-. So let me know in the comments below, what is your final grade for those updates? Those updates were poor. I'm going to go D+. D+. Let me know in the comment below what's your final grade for Rolling Heights. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye bye.